Good day everyone, this is Chad from CBW Farms. Welcome to my new channel. I am a real-life farmer in northwest Iowa, and I also love playing Farming Simulator. I've probably played for, probably about the last 7-8 years I've been playing on it, so I've pretty much seen every version. But today we're on 6 Ashes. We're starting a new Let's Play here. You can see we're starting down at the pub. I might not have been sitting in here too long or whatever, but nevertheless, I am here. Let's see what we got. Let's go into our options menu. And what do we own to start off with? We own Field 51. There's our house, our farm silo, and a fuel barrel that is empty, so we're going to need to get fuel, so we're going to have to buy a tanker to get fuel, because I know the equipment on here when you start, everything needs repair, everything needs fuel, so yeah, we'll get cracking on that. Now, let's go over, let's get our time scale down to real time. I'll make difficulty normal, traffic on, dirt normal, automatic engine start will turn off. Oop, going the wrong way here. Braking will stay on, fuel usage will go default, and let's get all the helper stuff off here. We don't need all that. Plant growth will go back down to normal, no plant withering. Destruction on, plowing on, lime on, weeds off, and we'll let it autosave because I often forget to do it. There are contracts available on this map, as you can see. We'll be doing some of them to build some money up. We have no animals. And we do have some equipment that you can see it's in bad need of repair. So, let's head over to the farm. There's our pickup. We need to get rid of all this stuff. So what we do here, we'll go into the shop menu, go into our garage, and you see what we have. We have a 515 FENDT that's got 150 horsepower, an old BIZON, an old pickup, a small tipper that holds 8,000 liters, small header for our BIZON, a corn header. We got a subsoiler, a 4-meter one that, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that weeder. And we're going to get rid of this decoration, otherwise we can't get out of the shed. So let's sell that. And let's see what we have. Alright, now we can get out of the shed. First thing we need to do, getting our tractor here, and let's bring some of the stuff that we're not going to need. We'll bring that down to the store to sell it. My dogs are fighting as usual. Let's put the subsoiler on the front. Whoa, these weeds need to go, these bushes. Makes it hard to navigate around the yard. Alright, let's hook up to this weeder because we're never going to use that. And as you can see, we have a field of canola. There's no fertilizer on it. It needs lime. It needs plowing. So the yield isn't going to be very good. I'm going to guess maybe we'll get, 45,000 liters of canola off there. So that's what we're going to work on today. That'll be our main objective, is to get that harvested. But like I said, first of all, we need to go to the store and get rid of some stuff, and we'll buy a fuel tanker, and head to the gas station and get some diesel fuel and bring it back to the farm. As you can see, these are narrow roads. There are hedge collisions for headers and bales, but machinery will go through it okay. You know, like this tractor, we could go through it if we had to, but we'll try to stick to the main roads. For me, I'm going to try to do this as realistic as possible. I mean, obviously there's ways to cheat a little bit, but on PS4, we don't need to worry about that as much. I do also play on PC, and I have a tendency to overuse F11 and, big equipment and fast equipment. Yeah, right now I'm happy with this tractor that we have. Like I said, it's got nice horsepower. And the traffic on this map is vicious, needless to say. Alright, we'll head over to our sell spot here. We'll repair these items before we sell them. So most of this video is going to be kind of getting set up. It might be a little shorter one than what we're going to be doing after this one. Also, being a real-life farmer, I'm also going to be posting videos on our real-life farm. Right now, we're in the middle of July, so it's a little bit slower around the farm. We just have a little bit of spraying to do. Other than that, it's mostly getting equipment ready, and we have a lot of that done already. So, yeah, we'll sell that for $16,000. And our subsoiler, that needs repair too. And we got just about $9,000 off of it. So that's gone. We actually have some money right now. We will be taking a loan out whenever we need it, so don't worry about that. Let's go into our store menu. And I believe we need to go over to miscellaneous and find our fuel tanker. Here it is. This is basically the in-game one, but it's modded. I have no idea where it came from. I just downloaded, I had to re-download my mods a couple nights ago, and this was not no individual mod, so it came with some kind of pack somewhere. I'm not sure which one. But you see it holds 10,000 liters of everything liquid. And no customizations, so we'll go ahead and we'll buy this. There it is. We'll hop in our tractor here, then we'll head to the gas station and get some diesel fuel. We're not going to fill it up by any means, but we'll put maybe 2,000 or so liters in, because it's kind of a slow filling station that we have on this map, so we'll be sitting there half the day just waiting for fuel. Alright, see if we can avoid this traffic. For setting up, I may have to shut it off. I don't know yet. I'm not going to buy a lot of equipment on this episode, because we basically need to harvest first anyway. And the goal of this Let's Play is I'd like to finish my animal achievements. I have all the other achievements on PS4, but I just don't have the animals. Like, for instance, breeding 100 chickens, I believe, is one of them, and maybe 30 pigs, something like that. So we're going to try to get that done before FS19 comes out. Or 22, rather, I'm sorry. Alright, let's fill this up. It looks like it's filling. Yeah, like I said, it'll take a hot minute here. That's why we're not going to fill it all the way up with 10,000 liters, plus it's expensive anyway. Might as well shut the tractor off while we're waiting. It's already got 78 hours on it, so we don't need to be adding to that. A little bit about myself. I am a farmer, like I said. I'm mostly a pig farmer. I raise pigs from feeder pig to finish, which means most of the pigs I get are about 60 pounds when they come in, and when we sell them to slaughter, they're around 280 pounds. Sometimes they get up to 300 pounds. It just kind of depends on the weather and how the pigs do. And that is my main source of income. Definitely not YouTubing. That's just kind of a hobby I like to do. And we also raise corn and soybeans. I do that mostly with a friend of mine, my best friend, and he drives truck full time, so he's on the road a lot of the year. We're not big farmers. We're definitely no millennial farmer or anything like that, no Larson farms, but we do have decent equipment. We try to keep it up. We do a lot of washing, and yeah. Let's see if we can fill the tractor up. Oh, there the tractor's filling up. Thought we might as well get some while we're here. There, $237 for fuel. Alright, let's see if we can do this without getting in an accident and causing a big explosion. Like I said, the traffic on this map moves at a pretty good pace. And with these narrow roads, it sometimes gets a little challenging. Hopefully you watch Mr. Sealy P's series on Six Ashes. Ours is going to be quite different than that. Like I said, ours is more goal related, and we're just kind of playing like we want to play. Any suggestions what you want to see on this map? Yeah, just drop them down in the comments. I guess we'll wait for this car here. And being from the United States, I got to get used to driving on the left-hand side of the road here. Not too many countries in the world do that, I don't believe. Mostly the UK, I believe it is. So it gets a little challenging, but it's fun to watch YouTubers like Mr. Sealy P try to drive on the right-hand side of the road. Then he goes to another map, and then he's driving on the wrong side, and I'm sure that's going to happen to me plenty of times as well. I do like watching a lot of farm sim videos on YouTube. For instance, DJ Goham, I do watch him, mostly for FS Daily News. And I've watched him since Farm Sim 17, so I've been a member of his channel for a long time already. Obviously, Mr. Sealy P, the godfather of farming sim, I enjoy watching his videos, and it's always soothing and relaxing to listen to him banter on, even though I'm yammering on myself. But yeah, I watch a little bit of Dagger One, not a lot. Virtual Farmer, I've watched a little bit of his. Marlena is a newcomer that I'm starting to watch some of her series. Bruce's Gaming, I watch him. He's got a lot of live streams, and so it's always fun to chat on there. Bruce streams every day at 4 o'clock during the weekdays on Farming Simulator, and he's working on challenges. You know, right now he's working on a No Mods challenge, so I enjoy watching him. Let's go bring the tractor over. Gotta find our gate here. Let's go repair that. Not that repairing the tractor does much, but anyhow, yammering on what I was yammering on about. I like to watch like Mouse2222. He does a lot of live streams, and he's an amazing, I would call him a mod editor. He you know, does a lot of unrealistic stuff, but it's kind of fun to watch that stuff too. I watch the FS Club. I try to watch his streams, and he does a bunch of equipment reviews, and he'll do some early accesses. So he's always fun to watch. He's from a neighboring state of Missouri. Let's repair this. $300 again. We're going through our money. Let's see, who else do I watch? Oh, I love watching Farmer Cop. Very nice guy. His moderators are second to none, Jason and Quiet Hitman. So I do enjoy watching his streams. He's got a really long series on No Man's Land right now, a Let's Play, and he's way over 100 videos into that. He's actually on season 2, and I'm still trying to catch up with season 1 yet. There's my tipper. There it is. Back up to this. Kind of a rough spot there. Whoa. Open the cover. But no, I really enjoy Farmer Cop. Farmer Cop has a second channel called Gamer Cop, where he does other games other than Farming Simulator. So if you guys want to check some of that out, I'd encourage you to look him up too. Watch some Ruby Gaming. He's kind of a newcomer into this also, and it's kind of fun to watch the new guys. Jelsa Farmer out of Norway. He does... Ooh, I'm in the wrong vehicle. He does streams mostly on Friday nights, but let's get this pickup out of here. We're going to keep hopping into it anyway. And we'll go repair it in a minute. I'll put some fuel in. But no, Jelsa's a fun guy to watch. I believe he's got 600-700 subscribers now, so I encourage you to go check him out. Real fun guy to listen to, and he does a lot of Alien Gym maps is what he plays on. And he does others also, but right now he's on Spectacle Island. He's got a series on, and also Sussex Farms he's been playing on. So yeah, I'd encourage you to go check out Jelsa. I'm hoping to try to get him to collaborate. He wants to come to the United States this fall after he gets his second round of vaccinations, basically. And I'm hoping that he'll come and spend some time on our farm for a few days anyway, and see how things work. And yeah, it'd be interesting and fun to have him around. And let's repair this. $258. And we're still at over 100,000 yet after selling that other equipment. Oh boy, I watch a little bit of the squad. It's interesting. I'm just starting YouTubing after farming, and the squad, after YouTubing, he's starting farming. So he's kind of doing it the opposite direction as I am, and we have a lot of similar equipment. I give my hats off to him for starting off with nice equipment that he's getting. I know his combine, he's got a 9560 just like what we run, a John Deere. Not a big harvester, but it's nice and it does the job well. Alright. But no, it's nice to see another young guy getting into this, into actual farming. It's getting to be kind of a dying breed. A lot of older generation farmers out there now. And it's hard for a lot of people to get the opportunity, I guess. So I've been blessed to have that friend of mine that does it. And so I really enjoy helping him and his son out. Alright, we'll drop this header off first. We're just about getting set up here already. Like I say, we'll see how far we get. Yeah, obviously I was sitting in the pub for a while at the beginning here, so it's hard to say how much work I should be doing, but nah, we're good. Alright, oh boy, that really needs repair. We probably would have been going about 4 miles an hour, maybe less. And it's going to be a slow process the way it is. Alright, let's get our head attached again and moved out of the way. They can see our harvester's in big need of it too, of repair. Drop the head off there. Just amazes me looking at this machinery and how great of a job that Giants and modders do when they build this stuff. It just amazes me. Looking forward to what they can do with enhanced graphics and that in Farming Simulator 22 when it comes out here in a couple months. Alright, we're just about ready to start harvesting. Like I said, we're not going to get a lot done on this episode. Mostly repairing equipment and fueling everything up and getting the field opened up, and hopefully I can get that field harvested on this episode. But being I'm a new YouTuber, I got a bunch of yammering on I can go about too, and let you know a little bit about myself. And like I say, you already kind of know some of the YouTubers I watch. Formal Pickle is another one I watch, and Driver 53. He's a great guy too. Alright, let's fill this up. Yeah, like I said, there's so many, and right now I'm trying to watch a lot of newcomers, and I got more to keep my eye on too, I guess. And I know I've left somebody out, so I really do apologize. Alright, let's get this field started. Like I said, it's not going to be no great yield, just because nothing's been done to this field, and it needs everything, so we're going to have to do that. I don't know what the price of canola is now in a normal economy, and I don't know what a good price is going to be, but we'll check it out when we're kind of done getting the field re-prepped again. And yeah, see if we can get around the corners here. Whoa, I almost turned too sharp. Alright. You can see it put the cutters on for the canola on the header automatically. That's kind of neat when it does that. 472 hours on this combine already. Like I said, we're not going to keep this one long. Probably going to switch to either a lot of FENDT or Kloss equipment, being we're on a UK-based map. We might have some John Deere, obviously, and I mean, we're going to slowly build ourselves up. As for putting videos out, being I am pretty busy with pigs and with the farming, even though it's a little slower right now on the farming side of things. I still have a lot of real life stuff to go, so I'll try to put videos out whenever I can. And like I said, eventually here I'll get some equipment tours and stuff like that for a real life farm, and maybe show you guys a little bit of my pigs and that. I won't do a lot of that or whatever, but I'll show you some of the sites that we have. They're all confinements, so the pigs are a lot different than they are in game here. You know, the real life that we do here. We don't feed them potatoes or anything like that. We have a grain elevator that mills all of our feed and delivers it on trucks, and it goes in big bulk bins or silos, and yeah, it kind of automatically feeds when everything is working the way it's supposed to. And so the pigs kind of get to eat whenever they want to. They have life pretty good, even though it's pretty short. They get a little crowded towards the end, but not bad. It's all, you know, people have looked into how many pigs you can put per square feet and stuff like that. So we try to keep them as comfortable as we can. It's been a little more of a challenge. It has been kind of hot here in Iowa. Earlier in the summer, late spring, earlier summer, we had a lot of 90s degree Fahrenheit. And we're not used to that many. We usually just get a couple, 2, 3 to 5 days of 90 degrees in the summer, you know, on an average, where this year we've had a few weeks of it. But we've gotten some rain finally, so that's kind of helped cool things off a little bit. Now we've been more in the 80s lately, so it's been a lot more comfortable working. Humidity is getting up there a little bit because our corn is tasseling, and when corn tassels and beans are blooming, soybeans are blooming, it gets a little more like tropic weather because there's so much humidity given off of those plants as they're taking everything in and growing, and yeah. Alright, see how we're doing here. Oh boy, we're going to make it all the way around the field pretty easily, I believe. Like I said, it's kind of a big field for this little harvester. Excuse me. I do have COPD. Pigs put off a lot of dust. And basically I've been taking care of pigs on a more of a commercial level like this since about 2006, so I've gotten exposed a lot. I do try to wear dust masks when I can, but obviously a lot of times you just run in the barn, you think it's going to be quick, and so I don't do it near like what I should. And plus I might have a bad habit too that also don't help with COPD, and grain dust and field dust and everything else has probably all contributed over the years. I mean, I feel pretty good. It just gives me a little bit of a cough, and yeah, got to be careful with humidity. That can kind of drain on the lungs too a little bit, but we'll be fine. A little more about me while we're talking. Well, I am married. June 20th of 2021 here coming up. I will be married for 25 years. Even though our oldest son is 28, so we've been together longer than that, obviously. We have 5 kids. Again, my oldest son will be turning 28 in October. He's drill sergeant in Fort Benning, Georgia. He's been in the Army for maybe 5 years ago already, 6 years, something like that. It's been for quite a while. And he has a daughter. My little Peanut, she's 4 years old. I don't get to see them near as often as we'd like to, being they're half a country away from us. But usually around Christmas time we kind of see each other. We didn't get to see each other this summer now because he was in training to become a drill sergeant. I believe he went to South Carolina for that. Just graduated here a couple days ago. So proud of him. My next child out of 5 is a son, and he'll be turning 26, I believe, in August of this year. He lives in southern Colorado and lives with some friends of his down there. He works in a factory. I think he enjoys what he does. He's a painter, and he's kind of starting to supervise a little bit more. So he's been there for a little while and getting some experience. And it's hard to see him so far away too. Obviously, he's not married either. My third child, my middle child, is my daughter. She will be 24 this year, or just turned 24 in March. She lives in western South Dakota, so she's got a lot better views than what we do. They get to see the Black Hills out that way. She has a new son. He's 6 months old, and She also has kind of a stepson also, Aiden. He, I believe, is 8 years old. He's kind of considered one of ours too. Her boyfriend was married before, or fiance. They get married in September of this year, so they've been together for quite a while too. So we're proud of her. She works for an orthopedic clinic out in the Black Hills. And he works in a quarry, her fiance. And then there is my fourth child. He lives the closest to us, at most occasions. He's only a couple miles away in our hometown. He lives with his girlfriend. He turns 21 on the 21st of July. So yeah, he's just about 21 already. And he works for a gentleman that they custom haul pig slurry. And they do cattle too, I guess. They empty out slurry pits. And they kind of go all over the place to do it. Mostly Iowa, South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, but mostly Iowa and South Dakota it seems like they're in. They have a lot of nice equipment too, big equipment, a couple quad tracks. I got a quad track John Deere and a quad track International, and yeah, they got some really nice equipment. And in fact, his boss that he works for also has pig barns, which I'll be starting to take care of here now too. So that adds another 4,000 head to what I already take care of. And that son, like I said, he lives with his girlfriend. They don't have any children. He's actually in the Black Hills this weekend, or on his way home today, I believe, the day that I'm recording this. Having a bunch of friends, and his girlfriend went out riding four-wheelers and side-by-sides. So playing on trails out there, that would have been a good time too. I kind of miss him around. He does help me with the pigs, when we sort, him and a bunch of his friends. So he's one I get to see the most of, other than the baby of my family. And another one of my son, and I'm ruining my crop. Like, dizzy yammering on here, not paying attention. But, yeah, my youngest son, he just turned 18 and graduated from high school this year. He will be going to the University of Iowa. Go Hawkeyes, I guess. He's going for physics, is what he's going to go into. So obviously, he's not into farming. He doesn't play any farming simulator. He's still at home now yet, but sometime in August he'll be moving with a friend of his to the other side of Iowa. That's on the opposite side of the state, so we won't get to see him near as much either. But hopefully the boys will come home on the weekends, and him and his friend that goes there with him, and yeah, we get to see them a little bit. So it's going to be kind of hard around here to have an empty nest after all these years, after 28 years of having children around. But now, like I said, we're starting to get grandkids, so we get to spoil them. They'll get to spoil more than our kids did, which I guess we didn't really spoil our kids too much. They didn't have it real easy, but we tried to do the best we could. So yeah, that's a little bit about my family. My wife, like I said, it'll be 25 years this year. She works in a local grocery store in our hometown. She loves what she does, and serving the community that way. And she is also a volunteer EMT on her ambulance crew. So yeah, she gets called anytime, day or night. We're a pretty small community, so they don't get a lot of calls in a year. Maybe between 60 to 90 calls in a year, but you never know when it can happen. My family, we enjoy camping. We camp at a lake in Minnesota, which is about 45 minutes from where we live. We have a camper that we leave up there seasonally. So yeah, we kind of enjoy doing that with friends and kind of getting away on the weekends, and yet it's close enough to home that I can take care of my pigs yet. So every day that I go up there, I got to come home to feed pigs in the morning, and usually I try to find somebody that can watch alarms. If there be an alarm going off in a barn, I need to have somebody close by in case the power goes out or something. But few of my sites have generators now, so that helps, and we test them often. But yeah, so we enjoy kayaking, I guess, when we go up there. Someday I'm going to get back into fishing again. Like I said, I'm just about 50 years old, and Yeah, used to working more than anything, and working and playing Farming Simulator. But anyhow, that's enough about me for right now. I'm gonna crack on with this field, and I'll probably bring you back right when we're ending it. So this is gonna take me quite a while with this harvester, so I'm not gonna make you watch the whole time. And yeah, I will catch you here. For you guys, it'll be a second. For me, it'll be probably a couple hours. All right, see you soon. All right, we're just about done with this field here of canola. Just another moment or two and we'll have it done, and we'll see what we have in our silo. And we gotta stop here a minute. I haven't decided yet if we're gonna sell the canola. It's not at a real great price. We might keep it for our pigs, but we'll kind of see what it does here in a little bit. We don't need to sell it for right now. Like I said, we can always borrow money if we have to. And yeah. Put our pipe out. And we're done with this field. It took a couple hours. There, we'll empty the harvester out here a minute. Then we need to get ourselves a fertilizer spreader. I have one in mind that we'll get from the store, and we'll grab some fertilizer. We'll fertilize it once, and then we'll plow it. We'll fertilize it again, and then we'll put lime, and then we'll seed or plant. I haven't decided yet what we're going to do yet, but we'll do that when we get the ground all prepped. So in this episode, we're not seeing too much of the countryside. We're kind of stuck around the main farm here, kind of busy with that field. Crash counter here. Put our header down. Yeah. Oh, it's a pretty good sized field for starting out on a map, I guess. It's nice to have a crop in storage. There, we'll go put this in the silo and we'll see what we have. Then we'll head down to the store and find a fertilizer spreader. This won't take long here. There we go. Now let's see what's all in our silo. We've got no wheat. We got no barley. We got no oats. We got 44,538 liters of canola. No sunflowers, no soybeans, no corn, no potatoes, no sugar beet, no sugar cane, no TMR, chaff, wood chips, silage, grass, hay, straw, manure, pig food, and we're back to wheat again. It's nice to see a multi-fruit silo on the yard here. I don't believe that it's very big. Now we'll park a wagon right here. And we'll head back down to the store and see what we can find for a fertilizer spreader. I think while we're there we might as well grab a plow also, since we don't have one. I have one of them in mind also. We might... I hate spending money this soon, but I think we're going to trade this tractor off. And basically we'll have the identical tractor to this, but it's going to have the 195 horsepower. I know we're not going to get much out of this one, but yeah, I think we're going to need just a little bit more oomph. If, you know, we had two tractors, we could get more done, but the tractor we're going to trade for, it isn't a very expensive tractor to begin with, so I don't know if we'll get 15,000 out of this tractor or what. And I suppose the new one's going to be about 50,000. Some nice hilly roads here. Oh, and while I was harvesting, I was thinking of some more YouTubers. Farm Sim guy, I like watching him. In fact, I was watching a map tour that he was giving of Liberty Fields, 16x map for PC, obviously, from Julian F. Modding. It's not out yet, but he's hoping to have it done in August, and it looks like a really, really nice map. Boy, those fields are big. They don't look big on the PDA, but yeah, they're big. So I apologize that I missed the farm sim guy when I was talking earlier. Repair the vehicle. Yeah, 14,000 is all we're gonna get. All right, we'll go in and see what the salesman has to say here once. We'll go talk to them. You really don't have much on hand here, the way it looks. All right, let's go into tractors, small tractors. There's the Fendt 500 FAVORIT. We want the modded one of that. And we'll go with the gear shift sound. Right now it looks like it's a lot of money, but we're going to get used colors. Should we go with the silver? Yeah, let's go with the silver. Let's go with something a little bit different. Main color, we'll go with old metal. Yeah, that knocked us down to 36,000 already. Let's see, wheel brands. We got Midas, Trelleborg, Michelin, Nokian. Let's look on Trelleborg here. We got standard, wides and weights. We might go with that. We don't need a Yara sensor without GPS. John Deere Starfire. Being as that's what I'm used to, that's what we'll go with. Design without fenders. I think that looks cooler for some reason. With front PTO. We want that. And we want the tuned version. 195 horse. And right now we can always put a front loader attacher on later. Alright, there we got our tractor. Now, let's go into tools and fertilizer technology. And let's find our spreader. This is the one I'm thinking of, even though it's more of a Eastern European style. But we can kind of customize this too. We'll get it a little closer to our tractor. Rim color, well, maybe I should have stayed with the red rims, but I'd like the gray on here, I think. We'll set up that one. Alright, now we're using money. Now we need to go into pallets. And I like using Quiet Hitman's lizard pallet pack that he has here. They're about as cheap as anything. I'd normally use the CNS and Marie buy point, but I'm not going to add that quite yet. We might later on when we get to the other side of the map when it gets old going back and forth. Did I miss it? I was busy talking. Solid fertilizer pallet. And no, we don't need no wrap. We'll get bulk. So we got 4,200 liters here for 4,100. So it's just under $1,000 per 100 liters. Let's get that. Let's get 3 of these. That'll be enough to fill our fertilizer spreader, and we'll have a little bit left over. Now let's go back into tools, and let's go under plows. I do not want to use a moldboard plow. They are so narrow for what they are. I'm thinking of one of these two. This one is nice because you can turn it backwards if you haven't noticed before, and you can pull it with a really small tractor. But that's a little cheaty. And this Raleigh Christie one here, it's only $8,000 and it goes 12 miles an hour, so it pulls a little faster, and it's also 6 meters. We can customize the color here too. We'll go with the Fendt Classic, and we'll buy that. That way we're kind of ready to go until we need to come back and buy some lime here after a while. Now let's go out the back door. Check out our new gear. Sweet. Alright, now you can see we even got the 2643 monitor. Okay, let's start filling. And once we're filled up and ready to go back to the farm, I'll be right back. As you can see, we're filled up with fertilizer. We have a little bit left. Put our plow on the front attacher. Hopefully we don't meet too much traffic here, because it is a little bit wide the way it folds. It don't fold flat, but it looks like we're going to be okay here. We'll head back to the farm and yeah, we'll detach our plow and we'll start fertilizing. Well, I'm really glad you guys have hung in there and watched for this long. I do appreciate it. And like I was saying earlier, if you have any suggestions or anything you want to see on this map or on this Let's Play, let me know what you kind of think anyway. I'm going to try to keep a lot of the stuff smaller. We're going to be doing a bunch of baling. I don't know if we'll do baling. We'll probably go with loose. It's just a lot easier. I might put one of the Alien Gym silos down, because it looks like it'll kind of match the map well. So somewhere we'll get a plot of ground, we'll put that. It won't have to be at the home farm here, but we can definitely fill this silo up too. Have hay and straw around for when we have cows and our pigs, for the straw for our pigs too. I still haven't decided what we're going to plant in our field. Let's go ahead and unfold the plow. Set him down here in the shade first. And we'll get on with fertilizing. I'm guessing we'll have enough fertilizer to do both rounds of fertilization on this field. In fact, we'll probably have some left over. We could even do a few contracts later on. There, kind of get this little corner done. Oh, it's got a nice spread to this fertilizer spreader. I believe it's about 20 meters, but no, the modder did a good job of making it where the wheels pick up fertilizer, and especially when you're doing lime, they turn nice and white. It's kind of neat to see that. Everything's pretty clean right now yet. We'll get out here where we can see a little better. My OCD kicks in sometimes, and if I miss a spot, I'll go back and get it again. Yeah. So, well, I'll continue on with fertilizing here, and I'll be back with you in a moment again. Alright, as you can see, we're done fertilizing this field for the first time. We still have to do another fertilizer and a lime yet, but now we're going to get ready to plow. So we're going to need this fairly soon. I say fairly soon, it'll take me a little while to get this all plowed, but right now we're going to find out how well this tractor can pull this plow. Like I said, it says it takes 180 horsepower, and we have 195, but we'll see if we're big enough or not. We'll find out on the hills. We're definitely not going no 12 miles an hour with this. It's going to take a little bit to pull this thing. So this could take me a hot minute to get this field plowed up. Gonna get back in our corner here. But yeah, it's kind of the next step that we had to do anyway. Like I said, then we'll fertilize it right after we get done plowing, and yeah, let's kind of watch the plow here a little bit. Like I said, she's kind of a tough pull on this tractor. Maybe the Lizard 6-meter one would have been better, even if it wasn't backwards. We'll have to see once. You'll find out right away if I decide to keep this one or not. Oh, I'll be right back. Well, as you can see, I traded plows. I tried this plow the correct way, and it was no better. 6 miles an hour is all I could get. So I had to go backwards. So it was a little bit cheaty, but this is the equipment that we have for now, and yeah, this is what we'll use. But anyhow, I'm going to finish plowing this field. I'm going to fertilize it again, and then next episode we will lime the field. We'll get ourselves either a seeder or a planter. We'll plant it. Then this field will be ready to go, and we'll probably do a tour of some of the area farms around and see what we can find for animal pens and what we can kind of start with. And yeah, we'll kind of see from there, I guess. Well, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. I am glad that you made it this far through the video. I appreciate that. Please feel free to share this with any of your friends or family, and if you enjoyed, make sure you drop that like if you think about it, and if you haven't already yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd much appreciate it. And like I said, again, any comments that you want to leave for any future videos, any ideas of how to do things on here, I'm willing to listen and always willing to learn. With that being said, I will see you guys all later. You have a great day. Take care, and God bless. Goodbye now.